Okay, so we're going to show you a shopping cart app. So in this shopping cart app, example, I log in first. I log in, so in my shopping cart app, I have customer. So if I select customer, I'm going to use this account here. Okay, AA Irison. Okay, for the sake of showing you about the session ID, I'm going to delete and remove the session ID first. Okay, I'm removing the session ID first. Okay, so see, now the session ID is empty. I will be logging in as A. Okay, once I log in, you see right here the session ID will be inserted. So this is to create a unique ID for each. So this is the login controller. So in the login controller, you will get username from the database, chat, verify the password, create a session in the session data. Session data is right here. Session data is here. So where we create session, we have a is active session ID. So this actually refers to, this could be added into the login controller, especially to check if it is an active session ID already. And if it's already active, right, it would actually should reject it. So this is active session ID is for additional security purpose. So yeah, so this session ID, so once they log in, right, it will return to the view page, and afterwards they will redirect the action to the view products page after logging in, and which brings us to here. This is the login page. So if I see, I will get product ID to maybe product ID 1, I get one item, this changes. Product ID 2, I get another one item, this changes too. So if I view cart, I can again edit it. So from 168, so just now it was 1, SGD 168, I add one more, so it should increase 99. I refresh cart, it will increase 99. When I check out, there it is. And activation code actually corresponds to the order quantity. With each item, there's a unique activation code given, and it is in a combo box. So how does this work, right? Is that it will generate the activation code. So you see in the checkout controller. So what happens when they check out? When they check out, they will create a new order ID. This new order ID will be based on the number of count insert into orders, this, or the number of count and plus 1. That's how they determine the new order ID. So if you see right here, so it would have increased. So just now it was 1, now it should be 2. Yeah, this is the order ID by customer ID 9, which is AA. And order details should show per product. This is exactly what we ordered just now. Okay, the discount is arbitrary value first, and here it is. Yeah. So there it gets the new order ID, and they get the today's date also, but the today's date is on units times 10. And the activation code is here. So for each order in order summary, here the order is an object, then we get activation code here. Products data, enter activation code. So they enter activation code into the products data. Products data is products data here. Enter activation code where we insert. So this is SQL query statement where we insert, and this is just to debug, showing the activation code is entered. So this is how we actually go through it. So if I log out, so just now there was a session ID. Just now there is a session ID here. So once I log out, right? It should remove the session ID again to ensure additional security. So now it's null again. So so this is how it goes. So when we check out, when we check out, you enter the activation code, and then you redirect back to the purchase history page. This question mark right here is to actually cater to an option where they do not have the new order ID and they would like to view their purchase history. So we have a question mark because not all road that they are redirected from has a new order ID. So orders ID, order summary section. Then they send back to view. I try to make my code as neat as possible where I write comments for each part. From the products view, redirect to checkout controller. for example, define the variable needed, send back to view, return view. So this is what happens in the checkout controller. The card controller is where we view the card. So yeah, we always send to view the session ID and the customer ID. I'm always carrying this to distribute this view data to the view as a hidden attribute, and it's always there. So if product ID is equal now, right? It's not equal now. That means there is a product ID. We will update quantity per product ID. So session ID, product ID, quantity. So update quantity per product ID is right here, where we actually, let me see it, where we actually, for each order, oh, yeah, this is allow us to refresh cart. Is to allow us to refresh cart. So if the product ID, if the product ID of the order is the product ID, order quantity, we will get the quantity. So for each order, so this is like a key value pair, something like key value pair, where we match each order with a product ID and the quantity. Okay, and then we calculate the total price again. So this is what happens when you refresh the price. So it gets here, top products. Then if I show you the lock-in controller, yeah, I showed you already. Lock-in controller is where they clear the session ID, remove session ID. Products controller right here is where we view the product. We have the customer ID, the session ID, the product ID, and the quantity. So at first, remember the product ID and the quantity is 0 at the first login. So this is it. Cater to the first time login, where it's actually 0 first. View data. So so this is to obtain user information at the top partial view and send to the view with partial view user profile, partial view count. So if product ID is not equal to 0, not equal to 0, that means there is actually some, so that means it actually returns from the cart view cart page already. They want to continue shopping. We add to order this and count cart update session ID. Okay, then we send back to the view, partial view cart count cart update. So all these controller codes are written by me, as well as most of the data code, and I think nearly all the data code, if I'm not wrong. Yes, as well as the models. The view page my teammates help a bit. So, but in other words, the controller, the data, SQL query, and the models, because when writing the controller, I have to edit the models as well. I had to change it accordingly. So these are the codes that are written by me. Most of it are written. So this is it. Hope to hear your feedback about it. Thank you.